What's up, everybody? This is Ugly Rugger, part of the Embers for All test. What I want to make today for you guys is a quick tutorial video about how to create the Ember alert that I have made in the MixItUp bot for the test. There's a few extra steps to it other than just downloading the command from the MixItUp store, and so I wanted to make those steps available for you guys to see so that you can do it as well, because it took a little troubleshooting on my part. So let's just dive into it, you guys. So let's bring up MixItUp bot right here. We're going to make it full screen. I'm sorry if it's a little hard to read, but I'll try to talk through everything for you. So this is our chat. We're going to hit the 3 lines. We're going to go down to events. Now, if you hear some noise in the background, that's my 4-month-old son. He's playing while we're making this video today. But you can see that these are a bunch of events. For me, most of these alerts are set up in Streamlabs, and I have not converted them over just because I'm lazy and time is very rare. But I have created, if you look at this one here that's highlighted, the channel Embers spent event. So when somebody spends Embers in my channel, there's going to be a alert. Well, let me show you what the alert is supposed to look like, and we'll go from there afterward. I'll show you how you can make that yourself. Alright, simple enough. It's about 7 or 8 seconds long. You don't want it to be too busy, but that one, since we're part of this test and we want to make sure that it's successful, we want to make a lot of hype around it when people spin Embers in our channels, because we want them to come back and want to keep doing that. So anything that makes cool, shouts them out, gives them some love, you know, is worth it. So here is how, for you, since I made it from scratch, let me show you how you can make it. I'm going to do it here in the Sparks Spent event. So it'll be the same process, just make sure you do it in the Ember Spent section. We're going to click Add Command, and we're going to get this window, and we're going to hit Download from the MixItUp store. Once that finally loads, what you should need to do to find it is type in Ugly Rugger, or type in Ember. There we go. Ugly Rugger's Ember Dono Alert. Okay, that's the one that I've created, and it has all of the things that you're going to need besides the extra steps I'm going to show you today. So we're going to click on it, and you will see here's a little stuff in here. Now you do have to be a part of the preview program in order to do this, and I'll show you how to do it. So we're going to hit Download, and we want to include the assets. So this means we're going to download them to our computer, and I have a specific spot for them in a folder where I call it MixItUp Downloaded Commands. Hit OK, and then everything gets downloaded, and here is your command. So if you are not currently a part of MixItUp's preview program, I'm going to click Save to do this, and we'll come back to it. You go to Settings, and I believe, let's see if it's an advanced, then one of these tabs, display, overlays, keys. Sorry guys, I don't come to this section very often. I have most of my stuff already set up. Okay, here we go. It's actually in general. Update preview program. Make sure you toggle this on, reload the bot, and everything will work just. That's all you got to do. So now, to make this work, we have to set some things up. So if you go into each of the commands, here is the sound file. You can, of course, change this to whatever sounds you want to be. The images that are being used, so these first few have to do with the Ember symbol in the center as well as the text. But also, we have a couple of videos, these last 2 overlays, and we have to do this. Overlay to use. We have to create extra overlays in order to make this work, because these are actually green screen videos, and if you put them just in one, then all you've got to, then it'll cover each other up, because the Chroma Keying occurs in your streaming software. So let me show you how to do that real quick. This too is in Settings, and there's a section right here called Overlays. You can see that I have created my default, my Embers, and then my Embers 2. So if I wanted to create it a fourth, and just type in overlay 4. I'm going to click add, and now I have the browser source URL. So you click on it, a window will come up, and all you have to do is copy the web address into OBS, XSplit, Slobs, whatever you're using, as a web source, and you just title it. Don't do what I did. You can say default overlay 2, overlay 3, but you must have 3 overlays in order to do this. So make sure you remember what you have called them. Once those are created, we go back into the command. We go to the last 2 overlay pieces, and we need to click which overlay we want this to play in. Again, we have to separate out these videos, or they'll cover each other up and you won't see all the elements. You won't see the embers across the top coming from left to right and then disappearing, as well as the fireworks. So you just click on which one you want, and we go down to the next one. We click on it, and we tell it we want this one, and we're done. The wait time here you can adjust, but the reason there's a wait right here is so that when people are donating multiple times to your embers, the trigger won't happen over top of each other, so it'll do it one by one. You can set this to 1 second, you can set this to 3 seconds, whatever. You can do it to 10 seconds. I have it as 3. That gives me a chance to say thank you before the next one pops, to where I'm not having to talk over this trigger necessarily every second of the stream. And we're going to click save. And once it's saved and you've got your overlays done and you've put those overlays into OBS as a browser source or XSplit or whatever you use, then you are rock and roll ready to go. So please feel free, if you are having trouble or having issues with this, hit me up in the Embers for All Discord. You can also find me as a mod for the MixItUp bot Discord as well. You can shoot me a DM, you can ping me there. Any of those things will work out great. Since this is not my Sparks alert, I'm going to just simply delete it, and everything goes back to the way it was before. So again, this is what it's going to look like when it's all said and done. So if it doesn't look like this, definitely hit me up and we'll get it fixed. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Sorry for the long video, but I want to make sure that all that want to use it can use it. So I'll see you guys next time. Laters.